Well, we're going from those animals over there to dogs, because for some dog owners, you know, crating is part of their perhaps normal everyday routine, but there are certain things that we got to be aware of.
I thought you were looking at the 9. Have you written anything in that
when
yet?
An animal explodes out of a crate, right? So even in a shelter environment, and I do have a clip to show.
Okay.
Here is how I keep a dog from bolting when it comes to the shelter environment with a kennel, a large-sized kennel. So we can roll that clip. Let's do that.
Rex, but we're going to get out until she get here.
Good boy, buddy.
Okay, so there you go.
So when it comes to a dog exploding out, you'll notice how I opened a little and shut it. So the reason for that is to say, if a dog starts to explode through a crate, you cannot continue to open the door. They're going to come through. When you shut, they will back off. The issue is you need to calm down before this door is going to open all the way, and then you need to be invited out. So we're going to talk about some crate manners. I'm going to hurry through this. So number one, be calm when approaching a crated dog. So if your dog is crated during the day and you come up, don't say, "Hi, buddy, ready to get out?" Right. Now the dog's inside the cage, right? And the wires are flying all over the place. So don't do that. Start out with just come up to the crate. So don't create anticipation. And then to prevent exploding out, and I'll show you what I do. So what I do is I will open it this much. I'll just open it like this and hold the door closed. I'll open it this much, and if the dog shoves their nose, I'll shut it again. Then I open a little more. If they shove, I shut it again until I can open all the way, and the dog will just wait. And then I say, "Come on." And then we walk. So what this does also, sorry, I took your smile. Do-si-do. So what this does also is it helps the dog understand, I'm not getting out of there until I compose myself. The way the dog comes out is how the dog's going to act. So if you wonder why you let your crated dog out, it's like all over the house. Well, this is the first stage in saying, get hold of yourself. Now, if you have trouble getting them in the crate, and I know everybody doesn't use a crate, but for those that do, or if you need to, use the very highest high-value treat you have. They don't like being confined. It's not natural. Now, some people say, my dog doesn't mind their crate, but it's not natural for them to be boxed in. Use a piece of steak. Use something that they only get when they're in the crate. I had a client years ago, and she said, Jim hates getting in. What do I do? She used meat. She started throwing chicken, and when he would hear the fridge, he'd run into his crate.
It's that whole Pavlov's thing, right?
It is. Yeah, it works with people, too.
Right.
Yeah. Whenever there's pizza, Randy goes to the kitchen.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Wait a minute. That's exactly the way that is.
So,
it's interesting for me with crating. Can I ask very quickly? Because some people do have hesitancies when it comes to crating. Like, should you crate? Is that a bad thing to do? When is it necessary? Okay, so my personal belief is that if you don't have to, don't. Because it is psychologically does affect them, right? Right.
But some people need to. And if you do need to, or sometimes a vet will need to put them in a kennel, they need to have manners.
Yeah.
So a dog needs to know the crate represents calming down if I have to be in there. Calm down. Calm him down.
Nathan Lowe, the Indy Dog Whisperer, all over social media. We'll put all the details, of course, on our website, Life.Style.Live.tv. But we need a bell. Randy?
Yeah. Ding, 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 Pavlov's bell. I'll be right over. Here I come.
He's salivating already, right?
When it was time.